The Season 5 of Wheel-to-Wheel Racing, proudly supported by Track Racer. Tonight kicks off round 3 and it's back in the Group 4s at Lago Maggiore GP circuit in reverse. An absolute tyre killer with some high speed and off-camber corners. Tonight will be a 7 and a 14 lap race and we can't wait to get the action underway. Joining me in the commentary, it's a very good evening to my fellow commentators, Zeddy and the Vintage Racer. Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening. How are we?
Well.
That's good.
Yeah, I think we're a little bit angry after our Lobby B race. I think this track's all about keeping you cool. I reckon whoever keeps it cool around the 7 and 14 lap race will actually take up both races.
Yep, that's a good point. So let's see who can keep their cool during qualifying as the qualifying kicks off. So I think we'll go through the field and see who's in what tonight. We'll just wait for them to settle down a bit.
So for the people that don't know much about wheel-to-wheel racing, qualifying we do it with no tyre wear and no fuel. So it's just as hard as you can, push as hard as you can. Especially around this track, it's 17 laps of absolute tyre killing.
It is. Tyres are going to play a massive factor in this race tonight. Your tyres are pretty much shot from about lap 5 onwards, and then it's just trying to hang on to the position you've got. So it's going to be very interesting to see who can get the best out of their tyres. But as we go through the top of the field, we've got G-Man in the Toyota 86 and Mountain Goat and Liquid Molly Lexus.
And then we've got Pure Axle in that beautiful McLaren in the vintage.
Orange BMW.
Just past just behind early was Moves in that lovely BMW, and then straight behind early is Scooter 82 in that another McLaren.
Followed by Wheel-to-Wheel Piper in the Audi TT and Squiddy in the BMW M4 or 3.
And then we've got Zuzu in that beautiful Repco 86 and Panman in the Jaguar.
And we've got Troy HQ bringing up the rear in the Mercedes. So as qualifying gets underway, it's going to be interesting to see who's going to be top of the pops. Zeddy, who do you think will be taking out pole position today?
Purely, I think actually G-Man, to be honest, because he's got the clean air. Especially with that back S's before you got that last massive downhill hairpin, that's going to kill tyres, and being in someone's toe is probably going to trip you up, I reckon, especially in Div 1. So I reckon G-Man has got a bit of move up there. He's got time to make errors or just run away with the time. Yeah,
look, I think G-Man's certainly going to be up there tonight. He's put in about 1 million laps this week. So he'll certainly be one to watch. But I'm going to go out on a limb today, and I'm going to say that Fine Moves.
Really?
I think that he's due. He's got plenty of pace around here. He hasn't had the best start to the season, but I think he may be one to watch. Also, Pure Axle goes without saying. He's top of the leaderboards at the moment, and he's been really consistent.
I was going to say Footnow is always one you can never discount as well.
Well, true.
But the only problem with Footnow, he great laps, but he has. I know going to these races or qualifying, he's going to bin it. It's just Footnow's MO.
Fair enough.
Poor Footnow.
Look, it'll be interesting to see how he goes. We know that the Mercedes works well. It turns well, so it should be fairly strong around here. Zeddy, you were in a Mercedes tonight. How were your tyres around here today?
Again, it comes down, as I said before, it's all about keeping you cool. I was raging after a couple of incidents that happened in our race, and that destroyed my tyres. But I know Footnow, who's been training me this week with Troy HQ, they are great on their tyres, and they both told me if you keep cool, you'll do well. And I couldn't do it this afternoon.
Geez, how do you get training from Footnow? That'd be nice.
You just have to be in Team Merc. That's all I'm going to say. Team Merc, we get hold out for one another, and he helped me out.
I forgot to mention Wheel-to-Wheel Piper He's also been really consistent.
Here we go.
So as the time start coming in, a 204, 203 from Mountain Goat. Pure Axle at 205. So their fine moves 202.9. So fine moves at the start with the 202. That was the time I thought that the boys would be doing tonight.
Piper 202.5. That is an absolute scorcher.
We know that the Audis are quick, but we also know that the Audis chew through their tyres being front-wheel drive and being the only front-wheel drives in the league. So it's going to be really interesting tonight to see what their strategy is going to be.
Goat's not actually doing a second lap, so I think all the boys are doing a second lap except for Fowler and the Goat. I think they're just doing one lap wonder. And it's got a bit wide.
Rexy, do you think that Audi will chew its tyres worse than the Mustang? Its front tyres worse than that Mustang of yours?
I don't think anything's worse than that Mustang of mine. It's like that they just went, here's a brick, let's put some wheels on it and a big engine and let's just go. So the Mustang's great in a straight line, but its tyres around this track, I got 3 laps before I started going backwards.
All I'm going to say, Rexy, there's a reason why there's no Mustangs in Div 1.
Looks like
but there should be.
Piper just went off there as well. He just had a bit of an excursion, trying to push too hard.
Yeah, big excursion by him.
Has his tyres gone off already?
Oh, well, the tyre wear's off, mate. So it's just all human error at the moment.
Look, I'm pretty sure even with tyre wear off, my tyres wore.
Yeah, true. And that's a disappointment from Putner actually picking up a penalty around that S's just before that massive downhill hairpin. So I don't think he's going to improve on his time.
No, doesn't look like it at the moment. I'm just looking at the times here. So it looks like Fire Moves put in the purple sector on sector 4.
Yep, Pure Axel jumped up 2 places from 8th to 6th. And Scooter XC87 and Nullman, big jumps 4 places as well.
So maybe, or we got, as time comes down, who have we got left doing a fast lap?
No, I think that's it.
Nobody. I think that's it.
I think that's a grid for tonight. We've got Piper on pole, Fire Moves in second place, and Scooter rounding up the top 3.
Yeah, well done, boys. So it's going to be an interesting race. I don't think anybody did a one-stop in our race.
One-stopper in race 1? Yeah, I came in after lap 4. My fronts were just shot. The Lexus is very hard.
How did you go after that? Did you make up any positions?
Yeah, I did. I made up a couple of positions. I think the key is it lap 3 or lap? I do think lap 3 could be an option for you as well.
Yeah, look, I think lap 3 is the lap to do it if you're going to do a pit. Gives you 4 laps to chase them down. You're looking at about 11 seconds for a pit stop.
Yep.
So as they all line up on the grid, we've got Piper and Fire Moves on 1 and 2.
I think we're right on board with Piper right at the front. I think having a bad start with the Audi, I think he's going to get absolutely swamped and it's going to be some interesting racing. And also looking at the chat there, Hamo, I have to agree with you, go G-Man. But as we had to start the race.
Well, it's good to see that G-Man found the room tonight, so we're very impressed with that.
As I said, Piper got absolutely swamped. Fire Moves and Scooter absolutely pulling moves at the start with Mountain Goat and Captain Flower. Piper's dropped from pole to 5th.
Yeah, Fire Move's got a fantastic start there, off into first place. So he's going to take this pack around the first few corners. Scooter 82's made a few positions. With Mountain Goat in 3rd.
Yeah, as we stick with Goat, there's a nice little pack of 5 there, or just one long line. There's going to be a lot of angry drivers at the moment. I don't know how Piper's going to feel, especially having that very poor start, but I think that's the MO of the Audi, as he pulls a move down on Captain Fowler, coming into that hairpin.
Yeah, look, the Toyota 86s too, they bogged down at the start, but I expect them to be strong towards the end of the race.
Yeah, definitely. As we just rolled through the back of the pack, you got Putner, and Merc Boy just putting a little bit of pressure early on Pure Axel.
Yeah, Footner's all over the back of that McLaren at the moment.
It's a bit of a train happening behind that McLaren right now.
As a couple of boys run off the track there, they've all gone really wide.
Did you get a little bit of a replay on that one?
Yeah, we'll get a replay as they come up the hill here. We'll have a quick look. Bit of tussling going on.
Tussling, yeah, no. Oh, big one.
Fowler's off.
Fowler's off. Oh, I think the bloods are boiling at the moment with the Fowler and I think it was Fowler and Footner all tussling up between the S's coming over and then down to that downhill just continued on.
As I just saw Wheel-to-Wheel Piper make a move at the top of the hill on Mountain Goat. So Piper moves up into third and he's all over the back of Scooter 82 in that McLaren at the moment.
Yeah.
So did we see what happened to
let's go to a replay.
Captain Fowler?
And let's have a look at the beginning of it. This is the beginning of it. So Scooter 82.
Yeah, come on.
Fowler's off, and it was Footner off into the grass as well, which gave no speed.
Just their error, human error themselves.
Yeah, correct.
Human error, and I think a little bit of that as you're following someone in that downforce, when you're following someone, it's just dragged you off, and that's what happened.
Yep. So Fine Moves is opening up almost a second gap on the rest of the field at the moment. So Fine Moves showing a lot of early pace at the moment.
Piper's the one to watch.
Piper's on a hot one, all over the back of that. The key is for him not to chew up too much of his tyres whilst trying to make a move on the McLaren.
Look at that power of that Audi, just absolutely monstered out of that hairpin and side by side with Scooter. Jeez.
Yeah, that Audi's got a lot of straight line speed. It's probably the quickest car.
Scooter has to yield that position and is tucked in behind him.
Group 4s.
Jeez, only between the battle group of Piper and Scooter, there's only 1 second to Fine Moves. I think with the speed that Piper's showing at the moment in this early of the race, I think that gap's going to close very quickly.
It seems to be a nice battle. As Footner goes a little bit wide there. So there's a nice battle for 6th place at the moment between Pure Axle, Footner, G-Man and Squiddy and Panmac. So they're all dicing fairly hard at the moment as Panmac goes to make a move on the inside of Squiddy at the top of the hill.
Yeah, clean racing, boys. They're giving up enough room for one another. That's really nice to see.
Squiddy holds him out.
And he's always going to go for the inside. Oh, bit of a touch. It's all right.
It's all right. It's a nice bit of a rub there, but it's nice side-by-side racing by the two boys there.
What's Squiddy? There he is.
And Squid just yielded that position back as well. So, just couldn't get the cut back, come onto the main straight.
So because of that dicing, that's given Pure Axle a little bit of breathing room. So he's opened up just over half a second on Footner.
Yeah, I think Footner just buying his time there. I think you're going to see a little breakaway now, especially how G-Man, Panman and Squid are all fighting over a position at the moment. You're going to see that gap just extend. As
Fine Moves puts in a purple sector in the first sector of that track.
I think we'll stick on Fine Moves. I think we're going to be on for a quick one at the moment.
So all their tyres are looking reasonable at the moment. The Audi's tyres aren't as bad as what I thought they might be. But Piper is also good on his tyres. I think we've got another Audi to do a comparison.
If we look back on Fine Moves on Piper, he's made up so much ground. He made up half a second from that hairpin up to these S's. He's right up the arse of Fine Moves as we speak.
Yeah, Fine Moves is going to have his handfuls trying to defend against Piper here.
As we're coming down into the hairpin, and Fine Moves gets a good run, but again, that Audi, that power, just amazing.
As there's a nice little battle developing between Panmac and Squiddy at the moment, with Zuzu trying to tack onto the back of that.
What position are they, boys?
They're in 9, so Panmac's in 9th, Squiddy in 10th. Zuzu trying to make a move on Squiddy here. Looks like he might try to get it done on the inside. And he's got it done. A little bit of a tap there to Squiddy, but I think it's okay. And just listen to those tyres squeal.
Oh, Squiddy had a spin.
Squiddy had a spin. Can we get that on replay?
Yep, here we go.
I wonder if that's a result of Zuzu's tap.
Here's Squiddy. Yes, it was. Zuzu gave him a bit of a tap, sent him out, and nice big spin. Bad luck.
That's bad luck. That's unlucky speed. That is very unlucky.
As we jump to the front here, we've got Piper all over the back of Fire Moves at the moment, so we might jump on board with Piper and just follow him around for this lap to see what he can do.
I've got to admit, the strength of that Audi is at any straight. If Piper gets a nice clean run, which I think he has over that hairpin, he's potentially pull alongside Fire Moves as we come up, and he's got that toe as well.
Yeah, Fire Moves just going to the inside to defend his line there. It's a smart move, making Piper go around the outside, which there's not really room to go around the outside through that chicane. It's very fast, and if you get your line, Fire Moves crosses it up, but that's a good save there by Fire Moves, and he doesn't lose the position. So
Mr. Robot does it himself again.
He's done well there. I don't think he lost any time to Piper either. So
I'll tell you what, that'll give Piper a sniff, won't it? That'll give Piper a sniff. He'll know, maybe he's doing a bit hard.
It will, and that would have hurt Fire Moves' tyres just a fraction too. So as we approach lap 4, it'll be interesting to see if any of the boys are going to pit and do a one-stop.
I just think that 7 seconds in the pit lane, I think it's just too much to lose. You just drop too many positions because you have to like right through. You know, if Fire Moves jumps into the pits now, he'll be popping up next to Footner in 7th.
There's no
I
way.
don't see any reason why Fire Moves would want to pit at the moment. Piper, his tyres are starting to go, so they're probably a little bit more wear on them compared to Fire Moves at the moment. So if he can't get an overtake done in this next lap, I think you'll find him drop off the back of Fire Moves.
Yeah, I think it's a combination of low downforce track and a low downforce car in dirty air and a lot of corners where you are trail braking into corners. I think it's just destroying that front wheel drive car.
As we see Pure Axel in 6th here, just trying to make a pass on early in the BMW.
Oh, what a battle.
So smart there by early, just tacking in if he can get on the inside of him.
He's definitely faster and early around there. He just had to lift off and just give early that space. He's definitely got some pace rising. They both run a little bit wide and catching the dirt there.
Yeah, just comparing the early's Pure Axel's tyres to early, that McLaren's tyres are looking fantastic compared to the BMW.
Yeah, that's
so if Pure Axel's just patient, you might find that he'll...
No, he's just knocked... Oh, there should be a penalty there to early.
I think penalty got it early, but was that a little bit of a touch?
I think it was.
Yeah, I think that was just early's tyres going off, wasn't it?
Can we get a little bit of replay?
Yeah, let's have a replay, see if we can. See if we can get that. Here they go. That's definitely a touch. Definitely.
Has it come in? Yep. Has it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's a touch. Yeah, it's a little bit of touch.
Unlucky there for early.
And then running wide and then picking up the 2 penalties as well from running, cutting the corner and then running a bit wide as well. So, yeah, he's going to have to pick up 2 penalties on that one.
So Mountain Goat in 3rd here, doing a good job of keeping the 2 McLarens at bay at the moment. As we see Scooter trying to make an overtake here on Mountain Goat.
Oh, 3!
And because so Scooter with the better run onto that corner, he's overtaken Mountain Goat, but Mountain Goat's got the inside line. No, he's going to have to tuck in behind Scooter 82 there, so... That's a nice move there by Scooter 82. Now Mountain Goat's going to have to defend against Pure Axel.
Oh, no. Old Scooter 82's made a mistake.
Boy, it has.
Mountain Goat's through. Pure Axel's followed him. Scooter's gone from 3rd to 5th.
That's all it takes, guys. One little mistake, you just drop those tyres onto the dirty stuff and you just get overtaken, especially in the stiff.
Yeah, I think you'll find Pure Axel's going to get around Mountain Goat very quickly.
Oh, here. Mountain Goat.
Yeah.
He's got quite significant tyre wear compared to that McLaren of Pure Axel.
Yeah, it's that torturous front right is just absolutely torturous on mountain goats compared to pure axle and scooter.
Yeah, this track, it's a fast-flowing track. A few corners are off camber, and without that front-end grip, you really do suffer. So, coming into lap 6, these last 2 laps is where the boys are really going to struggle. So,
it's good racing here,
Piper's
guys.
doing a good job.
It's definitely good racing, but was that a touch just before? We'll let the stewards have a look at that one. But extremely close racing as we're going through.
I think with the tyre wear, guys, I think they're giving each other as much room as they physically can. I mean, there's so much understeer and tyre wear. I think they're doing a great job.
The racing's been fantastic. The boys are doing an outstanding job at the moment.
How are they keeping that much room? I know that pure axle went a bit wide there, but I have to give hats off to these guys. Giving that room and still doing these amazing lap times is something to watch.
Yeah, look, Mountain Goat's defending really well at the moment. Pure Axel has hassled him this whole lap. As he goes for an inside move here, can he get it done?
Yeah,
and he can. Just with that superior tyres, just makes that a lot easier there for Pure Axel. So now Mountain Goat's got to defend for one more lap to secure fourth against Scooter 82.
Yeah, as I just flick through quickly, there's no changes at the front. Fire Moves is still holding that 0.6 second gap over the boys, over Piper, but Piper has significant tyre wear.
Yeah, look, Piper's doing a really good job to hang on to the back of Fire Moves at the moment, so you might just see him drop off at the end of this lap and he might just consolidate for second place. But the race at the moment is between Mountain Goat and Scooter 82.
Yeah, I think
so. Mountain Goat back in fourth. Scooter go underneath, then shoots to the outside. Mountain Goat's not having a bar of it. He's just held his line. He's going to make Scooter 82 do all the work here.
I think we'll keep this little attack group together until the end of the race, because I think this is where all the action's going to happen.
Definitely, and this is a real crucial part of the track. It's fast. If you can't get off your line, it really does affect the way that you come down through this fast chicane here.
As we're breaking early, I think it's just that tyre wear. Which also, what's interesting, Pure Axel's got a penalty as well, so this is going to be an interesting last couple of laps as well.
Yeah, Pure Axel was a second and a half to burn here, so he might have just handed the lead back to third place back to Mountain Goat.
Oh, it's nasty.
Just cutting
Pure
that corner
Axel's got a 1.3 second lead over Mountain Goat, so can he get it done under brakes here?
No, he just ghosted. I think Pure Axel just ghosted. That would have been upset.
Still got just over half a second to burn, so where's he going to burn it?
He has to burn it now. He has to break it early and just absolutely burn it.
As we see,
he's still got it for a second.
We're going to stay with.
Where is he going to burn it? He has to pull it. He has to burn it off. He has not burned. Oh, there he is burning. He has to put his brake on.
Oh, so well done, Pure Axel, Mountain Goat, Scooter 82. That's fantastic racing there. With G-Man in sixth, early in seventh from the BMW, Pam-Mac in eighth, Troy and Squiddy in ninth and 10th, Footner in 11th, Footner having a shocker race. But with reverse grid, I expect him to be strong in the next one. And Zuzu in 12th.
Here's a replay of that finish too. Oh, it's so close.
Did they burn it off the lap? Oh, did he?
He just got it, I think. Did he?
I think he just got.
Oh. I'm gonna say he did.
Yeah, wow.
I saw 0.
I'm gonna say he did.
Well, congratulations on 5 moves there, taking out Div 1. But again, it's a bit controversial that burning off there. I'm going to say he just got it.
Yeah, look, you can't take it away from Fire Moves. He drove a fantastic race there. He was under pressure from Piper for the majority of that race, and he's done well. So congratulations, Fire Moves.
Well picked by you too.
Yeah, I called it. It's the first one I've called all year, so...
I said D-Man.
I said Footner and he's 11th. He let me down.
Look, G-Man had a solid drive. He finished 6th, so with the reverse grid, let's see how he goes. I think the way that Mercedes starts, Footner's going to be one to watch in this second race.
Yeah, Mountain Goat's done really well in 4th as well. I mean, to finish there in that Lexus is hard work, so he's done a really good job. And it's also a great starter as well, so look for him in the reverse grid. That could be interesting too.
Yeah, no, Mountain Goat's had a solid drive there. When you compare the tyre wear between the McLarens and the Lexus, the Goat's done a really good job of keeping Scooter at bay and staying on the back of Pure Axle.
Yeah, Panji had probably one of the frustrating races like we did. I think he might have been seeing a bit of red, but that middle group, they did well too. So I think that 14:48 for a total race time, that's unbelievable.
Yeah,
that's nice race pace there.
Just looking at the comments on Twitch as well, guys. Sorry to cut in there. Yeah, look, I understand we're having a bit of a low residue at the moment. We'll try and rectify that as we speak. And Smurf, just a quick one. 5 Moves took it out like usual.
So look, don't forget to hit that like button, and if you enjoy tonight's racing, then subscribe as well. And if you're interested in participating in wheel-to-wheel racing, head to our Facebook page and look for the Wheel-to-Wheel Racing League. Click that sign up button, and that'll take you to our Discord page. So we'd really like to grow the league, and we welcome all newcomers.
I definitely would like to grow the league and have all these newcomers. With Squid telling everyone that we've got 3 minutes before the start, so who do we have to watch for race 2?
Well, I think Footner, being in that Mercedes, he's going to get a really good jump. I don't think there's a better car in the field that starts as well as the Mercedes. So he'll be one to watch off the line. I think your man, G-Man, he's going to be one to watch. He's going to be up the grid a little bit more, although we do know that those Toyota 86s do bog down at the start. So if he can get a good start, then he might be one to watch also.
What's your pick there, Vintage?
Yeah, it's a good question actually. I don't know. The 2 leaders had such a big gap, which means they'll obviously looked after their tyres really well. I know it's a bit easier to race when you're not in the pack, but yeah, they just got so much speed. Piper and Fine Moves. It'd be really interesting to watch from the back.
I think looking at just going off memory, Fine Moves had just a little bit less than Mountain Goat, but I think that's that dirty air. Once you get stuck in that dirty air, I think that's where your tyres go. And knowing how close everyone is in Div 1, it'll be interesting to see him come through the pack.
Yeah, look, I think pit strategy might come into play too. We didn't see anyone do a one-stop in that 7-lap sprint race, but 14 laps around here is a different story. And it'd be interesting to see if anyone's going to do a 2-stop. And if they do, you'd be looking to see them do them on probably lap 5 and 10.
I really think it depends on your fuel burn, in the Lexus, which is pretty decent on fuel. I could get to lap 10 without having to refuel it. I was doing a little bit of fuel saving, so it'd be interesting to see what does happen here with the fuel strategy as well, because the cars are obviously much nicer on a lighter load, so...
As we go, we're about to start race 2 of Division 1 of Wheel-to-Wheel Racing.
14 laps, Captain Fowler's on pole with Zuzu second, Footner third, so let's jump on board with Footner and see if he can get a cracking start.
You reckon he's going to come through?
I reckon he's going to come through. 100%.
I have to watch out for my good mate Squid. Good shout out to the good narrative guy down there. I think he'll get a good start as we get underway.
So Footner off to a blinder.
And
tucked in
Troy
behind.
had screw as well.
So Captain Fowler goes defensive on the inside. Oh, as we see Troy just shoot it up the inside there for the lead.
And we've got 3 wide right behind.
We've got 3 wide. Sorry.
No, yeah, 3 wide. We've got Fowler. We've got Footner who's come through to second place. Oh, and Squid just giving Captain Fowler a little bit of a touch there.
So there you go. I didn't even think about Troy, but he's off to a blinding start and just shot up in front of Captain Fowler there. So it's a Mercedes 1-2 at the moment.
Yeah, go Team Merc. Do it for the Merc boys.
And Zuzu's done well to get that 86 rolling. So with Zuzu in third, he might be one to watch in the Toyota 86. Bit of a sneaky one there.
As we just roll through the back of the pack, so we've got Captain Fowler in fourth. We had Squid 86 that did a little move on Squid, who's dropped down to seventh place behind Mountain Goat.
Mountain Goat's right up beside Squiddy at the moment, so he's as we see Squiddy just run it wide there.
Absolutely one.
Oh, and then he's been punted by Pure Axel, so unlucky there by Squiddy. I don't think Pure Axel could really do anything to avoid hitting him there.
Yeah. And I think we have to jump back to seventh place. Fire Moves is making mincemeat of these guys coming through right behind Goat at the moment.
Yeah, well, Mr. Consistent, with that 202 that he did to put the car on pole, he's certainly got a lot of pace, and he's making light work come through this field at the moment. So I don't really know what happened to G-Man. He was back in last. He's just overtaken Pam back there. So G-Man got a shocking start.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know if it was through an incident or his own fault, but he's found himself at the back of the pack.
And it looks like, guys, we just missed a change for the lead as well. Footner's taken over from Troy HQ.
Yeah, so that gives Footner some breathing space. So let's see if he can open up a gap on Troy. And let's see if the two Mercedes can work together to give Footner a bit of a buffer.
They're using all the track, that's for sure.
And some
big cars. So I think Zuzu, if he's smart, he should just sit behind these boys at the moment. Try to conserve his tyres. As we see, Footner's just spun it. Unlucky there, as Footner's just put a wheel off onto the grass and just couldn't stop it from spinning. So that is really unlucky. Can we get a replay of that?
Yep, coming in right now.
Well, I called it. Did I say it? Did I say it? I'm just going to say I was right.
Onto the grass, just 2 wheels off, and that was it. All over for him.
Yeah, that's really unlucky for Footner.
All the weight there, on the power, and just spun it around.
Yep, did it on his own.
Oh, well, now I just got to hope that Troy can take it out for Mercs now.
Yeah, so Troy and the Merc was all the work to do. As we see Zuzu get all over the back of him through the fast chicanes there. So let's see if he can get a move done. Although I don't think he's going to have the speed to make an overtake up the hill.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, and
as he just gives Troy just a little bit of a nudge there, just to help him round the corner.
These guys are on it. And just looking quickly behind him, you've got Scooter, Mountain Goat, and Fire Moves, who are coming right back for the grid, who are third, fourth, and fifth respectively.
Yeah, Fire Moves is all over the back of Mountain Goat at the moment, so...
I think that Lexus is looking... Oh, here we go.
Mountain Goat loves his battles with Fire Moves, so he'll be relishing this at the moment that he's in front of him. But it's just a question of whether he can stay there.
Yeah, that's very true. And I'm wondering if they're defending too early. Do you let someone like a Fire Moves go ahead, or do you battle and just hope that they will come off late as fast as your ones?
I think that they're all going to have red mist, and they will not want to concede a position.
Oh, that's a big call. Well, I guess so, because I know that Matthew, who just runs a bit wide there, doesn't like giving up to Fire Moves.
As we saw Captain Fowler just run wide there, he doesn't take much to run wide out of that corner. If you don't get your line exactly right, you can find yourself off into the grass. But Zuzu's all over the back of Troy HQ at the moment. Let's see if he can get a move done on the brakes here.
No.
The only problem with the Toyota 86 is it's not going to have that the grunt to make an overtake along these straights. So Troy's going to have to make his moves under brakes. It's just he's going to have to figure out where he can get it done. But the Toyota 86 is lightning fast through this section, so...
Especially with the balance back.
Unlucky by Zoo. Bit of a shortcut penalty there, so...
These guys are
But
paying for sheep stations at the moment, touching and rubbing around this S as well.
As Zuzu goes for the overtake, can he... Oh, he's burning his penalty here, is he?
Yep.
Oh, that's a... I wouldn't have thought you'd do it there, but anyway, he's lost the position to Scooter 82, and it looks like Fire Moves is going to go around the inside of him.
As well.
Something must have happened to Goat too, Goat and Fine Moves, because Goat's dropped back a fair bit.
And Goat's got a massive penalty as well.
I think Goat may have got a shortcut penalty maybe. So he's had to burn it off because he just ghosted at the top of the hill, so I'm going to say that's what happened.
2.1 penalty to Goat. That must have been a massive cut.
Yeah.
He's going to have to burn on the front straight. He has to burn on the front straight.
So as we approach lap 4, we've got Troy still keeping Scooter at bay now.
So Goat hasn't burnt that penalty either, sorry.
He's not. We'll have to leave that for Stuart, but it's clear in wheel-to-wheel racing, whenever you pick up a penalty, you have to burn it in that lap.
Unless it's an incident through no fault of your own. So if he's been knocked off the track, then he's free to run around with that 2-second penalty for the rest of the race if that's what he needs to do to maintain his position.
Have a look at the front, boys. Got Scooter 82's just taking the lead. Fine Moves is pushing through. Troy HQ's getting beaten up like you wouldn't believe.
Oh, as there's a little bit of argy-bargy going on, so Fine Moves gets the move done there. I don't think that tap has really affected Troy too much, but the Mercedes has got more grunt than that BMW,
and he's also got the
pulling away.
No, he's got the toe from Scooter. He's just in the toe as well, Scooter, so that's why he pulled it away.
Scooter's done well to put his head down there, get a little gap.
He has. But just looking at everyone's tyres, Fire Move's tyres are remarkably good at the moment, considering, or when you compare them to the McLaren. So the McLaren in the first race, their tyres were looking fantastic.
I think giving him room, and giving him a bit of touch from pure axle as well.
That was a good move.
Yeah, so Zuzu, nice move there.
So I think, Troy HQ running a bit wide there. Gave up the move to Fire Move and Zuzu, who just followed behind, and then popped back behind in front of Pure Axel, who gave him a bit of a touch.
So Zuzu just sitting on the back of Fire Moves at the moment.
Oh, Goat gives Troy HQ a little bit of a touch as well.
Yeah, I missed that. I don't know if we can get a replay of that one, but that put Troy off into the wall.
Let's see if we can have a look. Here we go for a replay.
And Goat's got a 1.8 second penalty still.
Yeah, he'll be burning that off as he goes lap around.
Yeah, big tap from Goat. Yeah, that wasn't nice. Though, mind you, the position. Yeah, he got that position.
As we see Piper just make a move there on Troy, and so everyone's given. I think you must have to give Troy a tap as you go past. That must be a new rule.
Oh wait, is G-Man going to do it as well? No, it's not. I gave Troy a bit of room there, but he's up his clacker as well.
Poor Troy.
So the Div 1 boys, they're not afraid to do a bit of rubbing, as we see Captain Fowler right over the back of Piper at the moment.
Yeah, it's a good
and now early over the back of Captain Fowler. Oh, and late braking there by Early.
And G-Man does the move on Troy as well.
So nice move there by G-Man. Nice move by Early. But he's going to have to concede as he's on the outside of the chicane, next chicane. Oh no, Captain Fowler's given way. That's unusual.
And that's something we missed, guys. Footner actually dives in the pit. So Footner's on a 2-stop strategy.
Okay.
Well, he may as well. He spun, so he's got nothing to lose. Oh, as Zuzu just steps out and loses it off into the wall there. So unlucky there for Zuzu. Threw away 3rd position.
And picking up a little bit of damage as well.
Let's have a little replay there, hopefully.
And Scooter's making a move on Fire Moves here, so he's going to get it done at the top of the hill.
And we get a replay on that one.
Yep. Oh, geez, he did well. Zuzu did well to hang on to that. Wowee. But that did cost him, like you say.
Yeah, just unlucky there by Zuzu. So just got on the power a little bit too early maybe and stepped out.
So well, this is a good battle
So
up
as we
front,
go
guys.
lap 5, so if anyone's going to do a 2-stop, now's the time to do it.
Yeah, I think
As we see Mountain Goat shoot into the pits.
Is Mountain Goat just gonna...
So Fine Move's trying to get a move done on the inside here of Scooter 82, and he gets it done. That's a nice move there by Fine Moves.
So Goat just picking up tyres.
Oh,
So Scooter's got it back.
As the boys just get a bit of argy-bargy as they come through here. Fine Moves holds his line and just stays in that inside line. So Pure Axel's the winner out of that, making a move on Scooter 82.
Action-packed second race as we go around. We just can't keep up with the action at the moment.
I mean, you got to give you round of applause for Fine Moves. I mean, he was last to first in 6 laps. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, he's had a cracking drive, and so is Pure Axel. I mean, look at his tyres. If you compare Pure Axel's tyres to Fine Moves, Pure Axel, I reckon he can do 8 to 9 laps on those tyres at the moment.
Yeah, and in that toe that he has with Fine Moves at the moment, just gaining time.
Are we going to see a pit stop strategy, do you think? Who's got the most fuel?
So Fine Moves has got way more fuel than what Pure Axel has at the moment. So I think if Fine Moves is doing a 1-stop, he's going to pit on lap 7. He's going to take less fuel than what the McLaren is. So I think that is probably going to give Fine Moves maybe a 3-second advantage.
Yeah, most definitely. I don't want to give too much away, but the significant fuel burn difference, yeah, I think he's going to have a good 2 to 3 seconds.
Yeah, I reckon he's got about a lap extra fuel, so I'm pretty sure 1 lap of fuel is 3 seconds in the pits. So
yeah, wow.
Be interesting to see what they do here. So they should stay out for 1 more lap and then just start to see them all shoot into the pits.
Now, if you're Pure Axel, do you try doing the overcut, or do you just follow Fine Moves into the pits?
I think you just follow him in. I don't think that with the overcut, he's got too much tyre wear to make up any real significant time. So I think he'd just be better to follow him in, and then maybe even just sit behind him for a few laps, just to conserve those tyres and
pressure
attack
him
at the end.
Yeah, pressure Fine Moves. See if you can push him into a mistake.
I don't know. I think maybe the overcut will work because I think there's 9 seconds to Mountain Goat who's pitted, and I think if they pop out now and go into the pits, I think they might get caught up in this little battle between G-Man and Mountain Goat.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens because I think the rest of the field is all going to pit at the same time. So Fine Moves is going to have some clear track when he comes out, and we know he's fast on fresh tyres, so he's going to come out and probably do a 205, 204 with less fuel in the car. I think that Fine Moves is just going to take off when he comes out of the pits.
And another one to keep a watch for who just got grabbed 3rd place was Piper. He's got very similar burn to Fine Moves, so I think he's going to pop up in front of Pure Axel.
Yeah, it's just a shame that he's got so much tyre wear, but Scooter 82's tyres are horrendous, so he's really done a number on his tyres to get to where he is.
I believe Scooter 82 is a controller driver, so yeah, that could be why why his tyre wear is quite high.
Okay, that'll explain it. Although I'm on a wheel and it doesn't explain why my tyres were
off you.
off in three laps. So it'd be nice to have a Ford to show you guys a comparison, but it's horrendous.
The battling for first and second.
Here we go.
I'm coming into Piper's.
As we go side by side into the pits there.
That battling for first and second, it has actually put Piper in the mix as well because he's got a lot more fuel than Fine Moves.
And don't forget Zuzu, he's coming to the pits, and that Toyota 86 is really good on fuel, so he may leapfrog one of these boys here. As we see Fine Moves come out, and he's got a 1.5 second lead now. Mountain Goat, the big winner, moving up into 2nd place.
Was that a little bit of a dangerous pit exit by Piper? Just going across the white line there?
We'd have to have another look. I don't know if we can get a replay on that or not. But, oh, I thought Piper went into the back of Mountain Goat
Just see a
there.
replay here, guys, coming in now, and yeah, he went. Questionable.
Yeah.
It was a broken white line. So.
Yeah. Well, if Goat wants to do anything, he can talk about later. And Piper does a nice clean move under Goat just right there.
So, Fire moves with the ears pinned back at the moment. He's opened up a almost a 2-second lead over Piper. So Piper getting around Mountain Goat. With those fresh tyres, he's only got a few laps on him, but fresh tyres make all the difference.
And just give you a comparison, guys, from Fire Moves, who was coming first place, to Pure Axel just before they came into the pits. Pure Axel is 6 seconds behind Fire Moves.
Wow.
Yeah, so Fire Moves definitely had the better fuel consumption there. So, like I said, if you need to take on an extra lap and a half, then you're really losing about 4 to 5 seconds. So that's quite significant there.
It is, isn't it? A real trade-off between car speed and fuel strategy. I mean, it's a massive loss.
But the question is, how does Fire Moves do it? Like, consistently fast, save tyres, and just absolutely good things you want.
Talent? Practice? I don't know.
All of the above?
Odds on, I still think he's a robot. Just putting it out there right now.
Well, that's why we call him Mr. Consistent. So, but he's certainly getting it done at the moment. Piper will really need to push to get onto the back of him because he's just out of slipstream range at the moment, with Fire Moves having a 1.7 second lead on him.
Yeah, I think Piper has to make a move before his tyres it gets too worn.
And Scoot. Sorry.
Yeah, I was just going to say Piper needs to make a move now, even though he's on purple circles right as we speak. He needs to get in front of Fire Moves before his wheels just completely fall off the cliff.
How are we looking for... Oh, he just made a mistake. Does that Piper make a mistake?
No, Piper's a little bit glitchy at the moment.
Yeah, he is a bit.
Yeah, no, he's fine. He's actually closed the gap. But I was just looking at Captain Fowler back in wherever he was. He just picked up a penalty, so he's burning that. G-Man's trying his hardest to get around Captain Fowler at the moment, so there's a nice little battle developing there.
I know there's a little bit of bad blood between G-Man and Captain Fowler, so he would definitely want to get in front of him.
Look, G-Man's a racer, so he'll want to get in front of anybody.
Yeah, when he sees blood in the water, he pounces.
Yeah, he's got a sniff here, so he'll do his best to attack and maybe try to make a move under brakes at the bottom of this hill. But unfortunately, the Toyota 86 isn't going to have that power to make a move up the hill.
Captain Fowler does take the shadow line as G-Man holds a lot of speed coming up to the left-hander on top of this hill.
So Piper's just closed that gap by a couple hundredths of a second, so the gap's now down to 1.1 seconds. So Piper's doing his best to catch Fire Moves here, as he's just set the fastest time at 2:03.8. So Piper's on a flyer at the moment.
Actually, that is a interesting observation there, Booth, in the chat of Twitch. I don't think Fire Moves actually took any fuel.
What?
Well, maybe he didn't. If he had 7 laps left.
I'm just looking at his burn rate, and I do not think he took any fuel.
Yeah, he's looking.
Just putting it out there, guys. I don't think he took any fuel. I just got tires. That's why it's significant lead.
The Lexus would do 10 laps. Yeah, man, if he can get 14 laps out of that BMW at this pace, that is amazing.
He's short shifting now, so he's definitely. Yeah, I don't think he took any fuel. Because the pipe come up and now
as we just see early, he's just spun it. So early was in 5th, and he's just put one off into the dirt and just gone round and round.
going to stay with Piper, guys. I mean, he's just... Here we go on fine moves. Piper's
And he's
going
made
for
a
it.
move on fine moves. So fine moves conceding that position. I mean, if fine moves
is back up the inside.
Fuel,
He's back up the inside.
To do a bit of drafting on Piper at the moment, but he's certainly backed off.
No, I think it's fuel saving. I don't think he took any fuel.
So, well, he's just conceded that position behind Piper at the moment. So Piper's tyres just slightly worse than what fine moves are. But if fine moves is conserving fuel, then it will pay just to sit behind Piper for a few laps and just take advantage of that slipstream, so he's not having to burn as much fuel. Just short
100%.
shifts and away you go. So
fine moves is the master of the short shift. He does that, you know, saves a lot of fuel that way.
Yeah, just look.
He's not even revving it out at the moment. He can just sit on the back of Piper. So I think the smart move would be just sit behind Piper, let him drag you around for a few laps, and then make a run with, you know, maybe a lap and a half to go.
Well, this is going to be interesting. But as we watch Squid and Troy HQ and Panman all jump in for the two-stop strategy.
Yeah, so Early's all over the back of G-Man at the moment, so G-Man's got his hands full trying to keep that BMW at bay, but G-Man's tyres are looking fresh as the day they were put on his car. So G-Man should find some pace towards these last couple of laps. You may find him move onto the back of Captain Fowler, as Captain Fowler picks up another second penalty, and he's just lost it as well, so that is unlucky there by Captain Fowler, so he has just lost all his places.
We have a mistake at front. Fine moves touch Piper at the touch the Piper at that S's and ran wide.
We'll see if we can get a replay. Here we go, replay. So fine moves coming up on Piper. Piper's wide. Oh, fine moves is trying to take advantage of it and had a spin, almost a spin. So fine moves has done well to hang on to that. He's had a half a spin. Piper's run wide. Fine moves has tried to take advantage of it, and he's had half a spin and managed to save it. So yeah, a bit of pressure on both of them there.
Unlucky there by fine moves. So he's got a little bit of work to do, and if he's trying to conserve fuel, then he might find it difficult. But he's still within slipstream distance here, so
yeah,
he just can't afford to lose any more time to Piper.
You just have a look at him now. He's registering revs in the rev limiter now. I think he's got a little bit of red mist at the moment.
Yeah, he's not going to let Piper get too far in front of him. And with 2 laps to go, it's going to be really interesting to see if he can claw him back. As I'm just going through the field, we've got G-Man and Squiddy. Squiddy's trying to make a move on the outside of G-Man here, but he's having to concede and tuck him back behind G-Man. So nice little battle developing here between Squiddy and G-Man.
Early's all over him as well.
So it looks like Early lost the position to Squiddy.
Yep.
I'm curious. Why did G-Man has significantly more fuel than the other two?
Yeah, look, I thought he would have been further up the field tonight.
And guess who's right behind that battle pack? It's our man, Hutner.
Yeah, on the 2-stop, so he's going to be strong coming in the end. So let's see if he can catch up. He's got a bit of work to do with a 2.5 second gap between him and Early. So Footner was it all to do to try to make up a couple of positions.
I think with this battling in front of him, I think that 2 seconds will come to being right at the back of him very shortly.
As I see Zuzu try to make a move on Scooter 82 for 4th here. So Zu's going to try to make a move under brakes, I think, this next corner.
Just lifts off a little bit, just running a little bit wide there.
Scooter just covering the inside line.
Attacking the inside line. Now it's just going to be a little bit of braking competition, so you can get a nice run up to the front straight.
But Zuzu's tyres are practically brand new compared to that McLaren, so Scooter's going to have his hands full keeping this 2 out of 86 at bay.
Such a great run there to front straight on Zuzu, but I don't think they had the power to do an overlap before the first corner.
Yeah, let's see what he can do here. So crucial getting a good run out of, and Zuzu's done it perfectly.
Carrying that extra 5 kilometer speed just at the crucial area there and crawling alongside with him. Running a little bit wide here.
Yeah, you don't want to find yourself on the outside there. It's best off to tuck it in. Try to get a good run out through here. And then really try to get on the inside of Scooter to maybe make a pass at the bottom of this hill.
Do you think it's going to be on?
Well, he's got the tyres for it, so...
Definitely, here he goes.
Yeah.
Break.
So well done there. Now it's just a question of is he going to have enough power
to
keep him at bay. But, you know, that's fine. Do that a few times because it's going to make Scooter use up his tyres a bit more. So, with another lap to go, this looks like where the battle is at the moment. As we see, the gap between Piper and Fire Moves hasn't really closed, with Fire Moves still fuel saving.
So just Captain Fowler's just sitting in the pits. I think he's just cooling off. I think he's had a really tough race this race, and I think he's just need to cool down.
Yeah, look, I don't know what happened to Captain Fowler. He was running a penalty. Whether he got some assistance off the track, I'm not too sure, but that's unlucky for Captain Fowler.
Oh, fine moves. Oh, no.
So Zuzu just making a move there on Scooter 82, getting the inside. Scooter coming back on the inside, but that gives Zuzu the inside line for this next corner. And with the brakes, he's going to get it done and then be able to defend for this next corner.
Oh, it's all over him. This is such a good battle.
That's good driving there by Zuzu, but it's not over yet. With a lap to go, Scooter is all over the back, and with the power of that McLaren, he's going to get it done on the inside here. Oh, as we see, Captain Fowler's come out of the fits in front of these two boys, so...
Blue flags will be waving.
But Zuzu, just with the superior tyre grip at the moment, gets a better run up that hill.
He needs to gap before he gets to the back straight.
Yeah, which he should get down through this next section. You know, you're really dependent on your tyres, especially through this and this next corner. If you don't have that tyre grip, you can find yourself off into the grass.
Even though an amazing battle for 4th and 5th, just going up to the front, Piper is holding his 1 second lead over Fire Moves.
Yeah, look, Fire Moves is doing everything he can to get onto the back of it, but I think he's probably should have taken a lap more fuel, or at least a lap of fuel, to really give himself a chance to take Piper. Plus that, where he tried to avoid Piper, was a real factor as well.
Yeah. I was looking at Fire Moves fuel. I don't know who's actually going to make it across the line. That is awfully empty there.
Look, I did this last week where I was like, no one's going to make it. I think he'll make it home. There's a big gap between Fire Moves and Pure Axel. Pure Axel is just in a race by himself at the moment. As we see, Zuzu has just pulled away from Mountain Goat, but let's not take it away. Piper with a fantastic win in the Audi. Fine Moves to take second place. Pure Axel in third. So that's a good drive by the boys. Good race overall for Fine Moves, coming from the back of the pack to take second. And I think, was it Piper that came from the back? Well, all three of them came from the back, didn't they?
Yeah.
So that's great driving by the boys. As the rest of the field come through, we've got Mount Goat in 6th, Footner 7th. So Footner's got it done on G-Man. I don't know what happened there. Panmac in 9th. Squiddy has dropped back, so he's in 10th. So we missed out on something.
Yeah, Pretty had a spin just before. There was too much action following.
Troy, and he's beaten up Mercedes
Spin on the last lap. Yeah.
in 11th, early in 12th, Captain Fowler finishing in 13th. So that's it, boys. Congratulations to Piper, Fine Move, and Pure Axel.
We'll just get confirmation on these results that you're up now. There they go.
So that was a fantastic race.
It was an excellent race. That was a really good race. Well done, Piper. Fantastic. And Fine Moves as well. I mean, you know, these Div 1 boys really know how to turn it on, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And look, I was really surprised at how Piper could get that TT around. Being a front-wheel drive car, I really thought that its tyre wear was going to be probably a little bit more than what it was. So well done, Piper. So that wraps up another round of wheel-to-wheel racing. Don't forget to hit that button, hit that like button, and if you enjoyed tonight's racing, then subscribe as well. If you're interested in participating in wheel-to-wheel racing, head to our Facebook page and look for the Wheel-to-Wheel Racing League. Click and sign up.
Well done, boys. Well done to you two guys tonight.
Thanks for your help tonight, Vintage. Thank you, ZD.
Not a problem, boys. It's always a pleasure to be seeing you guys out.
Yep,
Great
so
night.
we look forward to the next race at Bathurst. So come on for the first Enduro. So I'll see you next week, boys.
Thank you very much. Thanks for your help, Rexy.
Have a good
night.
night.
See you, ZD. Bye-bye.